another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. What's up? Hello there to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, and my tea baggers. What's your tea? What is your tea, honey? Honey, it's another glorious day, honey, and I know you have all of your crumpets together. Why? Because you know what time it is, honey. And it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up, babies? Listen, we got a lot to cover today, honey. Well, not a lot, honey. We just gonna cover some shit. It's a little old because I wasn't with you guys and carrying on. Last Saturday, y'all know we went to go see the Alvin Ailey dancers, and we had a damn good time down there, honey. Damn good time, okay? And if you didn't see the live, honey, we're going to talk about the live. When I told y'all, they presented us a couple of pieces that were revival pieces, but those particular pieces had not been performed since they were choreographed. So we had one piece that was like 30 years old. We had another piece that was like 20-something years old. Okay. I'm telling you, they were most phenomenal. Okay, but what, 96, that makes that what, 27, 28 years old. So we had a 28-year-old piece and a 30-year-old piece. Okay. I'm telling you the God honest truth, honey. Wait a minute, it said my LinkedIn didn't come. Okay. My LinkedIn didn't do right. Let me go with Miss LinkedIn, honey, because LinkedIn ain't trying to do. Let me make sure we got her in here, honey. We may have to remove her because she ain't acting right. LinkedIn, okay, you know what? You still ain't doing right, girl. They say remove it and then re-add it. Okay, delete it. Okay, remove it. We'll remove it. Oh, child. Okay, you know what? Now, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a technical thing on this end. But it say to add it and remove it or whatever. Now the thing talking about something, LinkedIn does not support removing or deleting a show when it's up and running or whatever. So I don't know what the hell to do at this particular moment, darling. So right now it's just trying to give fever. So that's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna bypass it. If those usually the folks on LinkedIn be trying to link in, but they won't get it because it's not streaming. Something is wrong with the platform over there. So never you mind. Oh, okay. But like I was saying, with the pieces, one is called Roy's Joy. And I fell in love with that piece because it was very eclectic and it was very, 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 very now. Because, you know, just the way how they were dancing and carrying on. And, you know, in the world of dance, men don't lift other men and carrying on, right? At least not as a common practice. And in this piece, they had all kinds of men lifting each other and carrying on and blah, 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 blah. And I told them, I said, listen, that speaks to today's time in this climate where we're all, pronouns and being non-binary and being sexually fluid and this, that, and the other. And I thought that piece really spoke to that, and in today's climate, and to know that it was choreographed in 1996, that was right at the beginning, at the head of all of this and carrying on. So, honey, when I tell you that that piece was absolutely brilliant, it was a brilliant piece as far as I was concerned. And honey, yeah, the cheering, honey, the cheering childs, yeah, that was really cute. And then the other piece that they did was called Survivors. That piece made me so emotional because that particular piece was about, it was choreographed by Mr. Ailey himself, okay? And it spoke to the time right at the beginning of the struggle when Nelson Mandela was first incarcerated and was beginning his 27-year incarceration time period. And it spoke to the marriage of how he and Winnie were going through all that particular struggle. And when I tell you the girl who was dancing Winnie Mandela, when I tell you that sister there gave us everything, that there, if you ever get a chance to see those two pieces, Roy's Joy and Survivors from the Alvin Ailey Dance Company, you must do yourself a tremendous solid and enjoy yourself and treat yourself to those lovely pieces. I'm telling you, they were absolutely everything. And then, of course, as with any concert, it's just like being when you go see your favorite artist or whatever, they got their show-stopping tune that they usually close the show with. Patti LaBelle must do Over the Rainbow. Stephanie Mills must do Home. Gladys Knight knows she got to do Midnight Train to Georgia. Okay? Well, the Alvin Ailey Dance Company, no, they have to do Revelations. Okay? And so, darling, they come up there and, they close the show with Revelations, honey. And, oh, God. Every time I see Revelations, it sends me, because every time I've seen an incarnation of it, honey, it takes me there. And even though the choreography is the same, but you had a different interpretation, because when you got different dancers and how clean their lines are and carrying on when they hit their marks, and just how beautiful they use their bodies to tell a story. It was one particular dancer, I did not get his name, light-skinned brother, honey, but when I tell you, they told me that he has ballet training, okay? And when I tell you that brother was everything, oh my God, he was such a beautiful specimen to watch on the stage. I tell you, I was so enthralled with how he was able to use his body. And the thing of it is that on the stage, you could see the chisel and carrying on. When I got up on him close and personal, honey, I was like, oh, that was you? Because he had on regular clothes or whatever. And so I didn't get the full dynamic, that he gave us on stage. And I'm telling you, darling, honey, he was absolutely beautiful to watch on stage. Beautiful to watch on stage, child. Then, of course, my little slutty ass, honey, because now we looking at, dancers' bodies. But, I'm an ass and leg man, honey. So, child, when they got all the children had beautiful asses and carrying on, honey, I'm like, oh, this is one particular cat, honey. He was a short little thing, child. But when I tell you that boy wasn't nothing but thighs and ass, oh, that was a delight. That was a complete delight. Oh, but that's why we didn't. I was trying to get to y'all last week. I told y'all we were going to try to come on, right? I said, I'm coming. We're coming on, honey. Let me get home. I was trying to wait for the traffic to die down so that I wouldn't be all in the traffic and carrying on. And by the time we got up in here, it was so late, it was ridiculous. Okay, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we didn't come on last week, and that's why. Okay, so we're here, and we're going to get into a few things, and I got to come for y'all first. I'm going to come for y'all first, and I'm coming directly to this motherfucking Beehive. Why am I coming for the Beehive? And all of y'all, let me tell y'all something. you know, we're giving people too much power. Now, I love Beyonce, okay? I love Beyonce, and I love her talent and carrying on, honey. I don't necessarily consider myself a part of the BEEHIVE or whatever, but honey, Beyonce is Beyonce, okay? But y'all sitting up here telling us, "Ooh, don't get on that BEEHIVE, honey, because that BEEHIVE will come for you." Bitch, listen, I'm ready. I got Dawn dishwasher liquid or some kind of soap and water and some vinegar to spray the fuck out your asses. Here, I know how to kill a bee. Here, I know how to kill a bee. Here. Now, let me get on y'all because see, this here is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I'm not going to let y'all see this. I'm going to play the audio only. It still may get clocked or whatever, but I'm just going to play the audio because this here, everybody is up on my sister, my little big sister. Now, y'all know Stephanie Mills is my heart. Y'all know I consider her to be the Duchess of Soul, honey. Mama, Miss Patty, is the godmother. Aretha is the queen. Gladys is the empress. Stephanie is the motherfucking Duchess of Soul. You understand? The Duchess. Okay, Shaka is the Contessa. Okay, Shaka's the Contessa of Soul. Stephanie is the Duchess. Okay, you understand? Do you understand? Okay, now, this here is what's going on. Okay, my sister said, okay, but we just listen. Mm-hmm. All right, you heard that, right? Did y'all hear all that? Put in the comments. You heard that, right? You heard all of that. Okay. Let me get on y'all. All of y'all who trying to come for my sister, and y'all sitting there trying to say, "Oh, here she go," trying to hate on Beyonce and this, that, and the other. How dare her say that she ain't R&B and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Fuck that bullshit. Yeah, I said it, and I'm not mincing my words today. Fuck that bullshit. And the reason why I'm so emphatic is because you missed the part when she said at the very end, "That's how I see it." Okay? She said, "This is how I see it." Now, you're talking about somebody who has a career that spans longer than this girl has been alive. Okay? So when you're talking about from a perspective of somebody who's been doing this a lot longer than that girl has been alive, She's coming from a different perspective, number one. Number two, somebody who is R&B, okay, and soul music and carrying on. How come y'all not letting her have her opinion? As far as she's saying, this is what this is. The way how she sees it, how she not laid this out or whatever. She said, I see Beyonce as hip-hop. Okay, she's hip-hop soul. Y'all say that about Mary J all the time. And Mary J is the queen of hip-hop soul. Okay. So wait a minute, hold on. I'm hearing another voice. Whose voices am I hearing? Oh, okay. I'm hitting my neighbor that came over. I'm like, okay, I'm hearing a voice. Okay. So I'm sitting up here. Let her have her opinion. Okay. And let me get on somebody else too, because see, I heard this. I was listening to the Breakfast Club. Okay. And I'm gonna get on DJ Envy for just a slight little bit, because I like Envy. Envy is cute with his little light-skinned ass and his little heterosexual light-skinned ass. Okay. But Envy wants to sit down there and pull something. Envy wants to sit up there and want to get Graham and Lil Beef. Tell me something. Oh, she wrong for that. She wrong. Beyonce ain't no hip hop. She wrong. And just hilarious. It was like, wait a minute, honey. Pump your brakes for a minute. You got to hear this from her perspective, because she's been in the business for so long. This is what Just Hilarious said. Diana was someone that Stephanie was yearning to be like. Diana was a status that everybody was trying to get with. You know what I'm saying? She was the helm. Just Hilarious said she's not going to see that kind of thing in Beyonce, because she's not striving to be like Beyonce. It's a generational thing there. You know what I'm saying? So that was her era, and that was her mark or her pinnacle of what in this business, what everybody was striving to be. Okay? Because catch, before Beyonce, there was Whitney Houston. All of the children wanted to sing and be as big and beautiful and classy as Whitney Houston. Okay? Now Whitney has gone. Okay? Beyonce now, who is an amalgamation of people, okay, which is not a bad thing, because in order to be great, you got to study the greats. Michael did it. Michael studied everybody. Michael became the amalgamation of James Brown, Sammy Davis Jr., what's the dancer? Fred Astaire. Okay. Okay, you saying Little Richard? He got Little Richard. That's more Prince, but okay. All right. But Michael became an amalgamation of the greats of his time, because remember, prior to Michael, Sammy Davis Jr. was the quote the greatest entertainer. Okay, then Michael came up and bumped him, because Michael studied him and studied all that, and Michael perfected his craft. And to this day, Michael is still deemed to be the greatest entertainer. Okay, now y'all want to debate that Beyonce is, honey. Well, okay, we can have that debate if you want to. I would then say it's generational. Okay, because for those of y'all who know in this time and day, if all y'all know is Beyonce, to go back and to see old clips of Michael and carrying on, number one, you're going to say the technology is faulty, because technology has changed since then. So you're not going to see it from when we saw it, when it was live and it was revolutionary. Okay, so we have two different perspectives. So y'all bitches trying to come from my sister? No, ma'am. I'll spray the shit out y'all. I would spray the shit out of all you bees, bitches. Okay, I'll spray the hell out y'all. Get the fuck up off my sister. Okay, get the fuck up off my sister. Get the fuck up off of her now. You understand? Get the fuck up off of her. All this old craziness. And then DJ Emily gonna sit up there, oh, she wrong. She wrong. How in the hell is she wrong for having an opinion? Just say, I disagree with her opinion, but you don't tell her she wrong because she had a goddamn opinion. And you talking about somebody who is R&B, who is soul music. How come she don't know what the fuck hip-hop is, in her opinion? Huh? Because catch this. Rap wasn't supposed to be, hip-hop has now broke down into many different genres. Okay, because you got hip-hop soul. It ain't R&B soul, it's hip-hop soul. You better understand. See. DJ even said that old bullshit. I was like, I want to jump through that goddamn television screen. I want to tap dance on his tonsil so tough. Like, nigga, did you really just say that? Did you say that for real? For real? For real? Dude. Daughter? Niece, nephew. Okay. Huh. Okay, the children. Okay, the children. Okay, right. Wait, let me get proper. The children. Okay, the children, because the people ain't people in no more. My grandbaby said that. Grandma, the people ain't people in no more. Y'all ain't people in no more. The people ain't people in no more. You understand? So y'all back the fuck up off my sister. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. She's going to be 66 years old this year. Okay. 66 years old this year. Her opinion, honey, is everything. Okay. And she's earned the right to have it. And she's been in this business longer than Beyonce been singing, bitch. You better come on. She know what the hell she talking about. She know what she talking about. And it's okay to disagree with her. I'm not saying don't disagree if you disagree. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying get the fuck up off of her. See. Trying to act as if y'all gonna try to, bitch. No, back up. Back the fuck up. What I say? I got the solution right here. I just Googled that shit. They said get some Dawn dishwashing liquid, water, no apple cider vinegar, and some essential oil, some cinnamon and some peppermint oils. Okay? I'll spray the shit out your asses. I'll kill a bee. Yes, I will. Bitches. Now, let's move on. Let's move on, shall we? Let me see what's going on. Y'all quiet in these comments. Groove, hey, Groove. You know what? I see that you've been calling me, baby. I have been in meetings and I couldn't take the call. Hey, Big Meats, my funk show is up there on Mixcloud and I paid the premiums. So you should have no problem listening when you get time. Okay, darling, thank you. That's E-Groove. Listen, let me tell you something about E-Groove, honey. E-Groove, that is a music encyclopedia right there. That girl know her music, you understand? And she's doing her own shows over there on Mixcloud, child. So, yeah. Okay. The Darlene Franklin, darling. Hello there, darling. I love you more. Hey, Pumpkin, thanks for coming in. You better tell that Beehive me. You got, listen. They trying to come for Stephanie, honey. You don't come for Stephanie. You know, honey, listen. I feel like Miss Benita, honey. Okay. Miss Benita, honey. You don't come for me. Don't nobody talk about Miss Jenkins. You don't talk about Miss Jenkins. Benita Betrayal. Okay. For those of y'all who don't know, that's from In Living Color. If you don't know that reference. Okay. Paris Harrison. Hello there, my darling. Okay. Gospel house music extraordinaire. Producer. Okay. Yes. Producer, creator, collaborator. Yes. So that there is that. Okay. Get off Miss Stephanie Mills, honey. Get up off of her. Get up off of her. Get the fuck up off of her. And I mean it. Because y'all gonna make me mad. Okay? Y'all gonna piss me off. Okay? And I just heard somebody say, who gives a fuck about pissing you off? Okay, find out. Right. Okay? So now, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I have to weigh in on this because y'all know I have this ongoing thing, honey, and I am hey, Worth TV. What's going on? Mrs. Daniels. Mrs. Daniels. Hey there, darling. Okay, well then leave Stephanie the hell alone, honey. She's from Brooklyn. She ain't worried. You know what? I know she ain't worried, but she know I got her back. She know damn well that I got her back. Okay, she know damn well that I got her back. Okay, listen, that Beehive now, y'all too damn. Why is it that we so sensitive these days? No one could have an opinion anymore without people going through these whole conniptions and carrying on about nothing. And I think what it is that because we are into this social media thing, that a lot of folks got computer courage and they right there in the moment. So it's real time, it's real time. And everybody click, 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 click. And they feel as though they can get out there because they wanted to be trending and carrying on. Well, let me tell you something what you did. See, one of the things that I love about it is that y'all put her name in rotation. Okay. Y'all got Stephanie out there in rotation and carrying on. So for those of y'all who don't know who she is, some of y'all who trying to do your homework, we'll do a research and carrying on to find out who she is and this, that, and the other. And that's cute, cool, and lovely. But some of you little lazy ass bitches will sit down there and go through and, just want to jump on the bandwagon simply because somebody said something ignorant or you feel as though they were wrong. And before you even jump in and get into finding out what the truth is or whatever, y'all just jump on the bandwagon. Because y'all didn't even hear the part at the end. Nobody is paying attention at the end when she said, don't get me wrong, honey, Beyonce is wonderful. Okay? She said, but I just think it's two different generations. Nobody is capitalizing on that. Nobody's even saying that she said that because she's right. It's two different generations. And as I said, piggybacking off of what Just Hilarious said on the Breakfast Club, and when she said it, I love this. She says, you have to remember that Diana Ross was her pinnacle. As she was striving to be like Diana Ross at one time, as far as the glamour and the class and the this and the that. She's not trying to be like Beyonce because that's not her generation. Why would I strive to be like that? I've been in this business longer than she's been alive. Why am I striving to be like her? If anything, it's the other way around. I got the longevity of a career. Okay? So in that regard, I love Just Hilarious's take on that. Okay? So tell that. Get the fuck up off. Get up off of it, honey. La trope, bitches. Ha! La trope des arts, okay? Okay, kill all the bees, honey. I got spray. I tell you, I got the spray. Oh, I sprayed the shit out of them. Okay. She's back in rotation, not a formation. Ha ha ha! Okay, shots fired. Now that's a shots fired. Okay. But I love it. And I love it again, and I love it again. Okay. But yeah, y'all come on up off of that and get real. Get with the program, honey. Get with the program. And then I want, see, I'm trying to let it go, but here's something else that we have to look at too. I want y'all to look at Diana Ross's career. Okay, when we talk about what the differences are, because this is a total different generation. We're talking about Diana Ross, who became the first Black woman to be on the Ed Sullivan Show. Okay, and carrying on to where as Black women and getting into television, Diana Ross was that one. Excuse me. She's that one. She and the Supremes, because it was the three of them. Okay. That broke the waves for the television, honey. You're talking about when they were making a way and how she was forging herself to become who she is. They had to endure all of the racist stuff that they endured. And this is not to say that we don't have racial issues, but they were the ones who had to come in through the back doors. They were the ones who had to keep ducking and dodging and carrying on, because in certain parts of the South, they were not supposed to be driving through there and things. You understand? They had to understand what that was. When you get into a venue and you had to have separation, because the Blacks was on one side and the whites was on another, or the whites was downstairs and the Blacks had to be up in the balcony. They were the ones who had to come through all that kind of injustice and carrying on. You understand? So now we got Beyonce, and it's not to say that we don't have our own injustices in this day and age, because it's different. But now, The whole thing of it is a preposterous idea that you walk into a venue and you got to come in through the kitchen. You're not doing that. Otherwise, you got the option to say, "Oh, I'm not playing here," because that's no, we don't do that. You're going to respect me. See, you got mouth to say what you are and what you are not going to accept. You understand? Ross and them came up. When Ross came up, honey, she had to fight those ways through. Ross became the first woman in the music industry. When she left Motown and went to RCA Records, she was the first one to get a $20 million contract. So she broke that wave for women in music to get the coin. You understand? So she is the mold, okay, for what came through. And she was able to do that, and she did something that the ones who came before her were unable to do. You understand? And so now we got Beyonce, who's able to do what Ross couldn't do. Because even though Ross could sell out arenas and carrying on, but now the stakes are higher. It wasn't about merchandising and carrying on back in the day. See, when Ross and them came out, they had T-shirts and everything. But now Beyonce, she done came out. She done got a clothing line. Ross did have a pattern. She was, everybody know her for Mahogany. She created a lot of those images to carrying on. However, that's not what I heard. Okay, I ain't gonna say who said it, but someone very close to the Motown label, okay, said to me in her living room, honey, she said, "Oh, y'all love her, don't y'all?" She said, "Oh, y'all just love her." And y'all sit up there and thought that she did those designs. They said she said that Ross went down, honey, and copied those designs, honey, from somewhere else. Said she saw those on somebody else's runway and came and did a couple of sketches, but she copied those designs, and now y'all think that those were hers. Okay, who said it? I just know that that's a reliable source. I said, "Oh," and what it was, where that came from, I did not know that bitch sold. I didn't know that bitch sews, and I didn't know she did that her group's costumes as well. I did not know that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Guess who don't sue, honey? How? Okay. So when we're talking about what that is, honey, that's what a lot of that is. So a lot of that fighting and carrying on and things of that nature, as far as, becoming the sound and the voice of Motown, honey, and then creating what Berry Gordy ended up doing with Ross, honey. Ross, and they were one of the first groups to take Broadway show tunes and incorporate them into live performances. Part of the formula was, in order to make the shows less ethnic, if you will, was to make sure that the music was all encompassing. Okay, so they did their hits and then they did covers, and then of course everybody loved Broadway. So what else do? You sit down and get the hottest Broadway show tunes or whatever. You incorporate those songs into the show, and then you make a nice, classy show. Okay, a nice, classy show. Now, what did Beyonce do? Y'all love Single Ladies, honey. Y'all love all of that with Single Ladies. That whole video. Well, what did she do, honey? She went into choreography from Gwen Verdon, which was a Bob Fosse choreography, and she made that Single Ladies. Okay, and y'all thought she did something fabulous until the video came out and said, "This is the same shit." Okay. But it's okay. But it's okay though, because like I said, the greats study the greats. You don't become the greats until you study the greats, and then you add your own flair to it to make it yours. You understand? We all do it. So that's not a slam. It's just that, hey, that's what it is. So right now, don't do that with Stephanie, honey. Do not sit down there and put your mouth on her like that, honey. Now, moving on. As far as reading is concerned, honey, reading. Let's do it. Talk about reading. Let's talk about reading. Have y'all seen the movie, The Reading? The new Monique movie. Have you seen it? Have you seen it on BET Plus? Have you seen it? The Reading. Okay. I've watched it, and I'm going to say for her first time back, you know, coming back and carrying on, this was probably the perfect role for her. Okay. And I say that respectfully because, okay, I say that respectfully because the character that she played, honey, was a demented bitch, honey, who had issues, okay? And what we were able to do was, a lot of us who felt she had a lot of pent-up energy and or whatever, she was able to take and use that energy and channel it into a character, okay? And what a wonderful character it was, okay? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I give the movie a B- C+, okay, overall grade. Okay. And the reason why is because looking at it from a director's eye, there were some things up in there as far as choices and stuff that were made that I was like, okay, y'all could have done this way better in order for this to make some sense. Okay. Because there's a few things in there that you get it, but you don't get it because it doesn't tie into anything. And I'm explaining a little bit of it, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's spoiler alert. You should have seen it by now. If you ain't, too bad. Because it's been out for a little minute. It's on BET Plus. Okay. But one of the main things that gets to me is the fact that I think they should have did this in the reverse of how they put it together. Okay. When she's on the TV show, on the talk show, talking about what had happened to her family and carrying on, they should have opened the movie with that. I would have opened with that. Okay. And then, or if they had opened it with how they opened it, then I would have interjected with the interview. Okay. So we can see her reliving a memory. Okay. And this, that, and the third. What they did was they opened this up and made it seem as though this is what really happened. Okay. And then when you get to her on the TV show and she telling her story, blah, 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 then of course the psychic girl come in and you know, she does this, that, and the other. You know, then we found out what the truth of the matter is, right? But there's a couple things up in there. Okay. The connection on how they found Miss Thing, the psychic girl, wasn't clear. Number two, the connection of how Monique's character knew that the girl was real, okay, was unclear. Number three, I mean, there's a lot of shit up in there that became unclear and it was too abstract. Okay, huh? What? Yeah, yeah. Okay, because there's a couple of things up in there because I thought that the psychic girl was gonna be her daughter. Okay, because I said, "Oh, bitch, tell me this is her daughter, bitch." I was gonna scream because I thought the whole thing was a setup. But then, but it left me questioning that anyway at the end. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, but so we got a lot of ambiguity up in here that could have been cleaned up in the script. For the performances and stuff I'm concerned, Monique's performance is absolutely a motherfucking plus. And what we get the demented bitch who's funny because she's funny as hell. Okay. This shit is a cackle. Okay, it is a cackle and a half. And it's so funny watching her ass run, honey, because y'all know we see her do her little running in place when she's doing her exercising. But when this bitch is running through this damn mansion and carrying on, honey, it is an absolute hollow. Okay, bitch. Okay, okay. She doesn't. You know what she became. Nikki Parker as a skinny bitch. That's what it is. A skinny bitch, Nikki Parker. A skinny bitch, Nikki Parker. But okay, oh, she okay, smaller than the average bear, honey. Okay, okay. Oh, child, but there's a lot of ambiguity in the script that wasn't her fault because she didn't write it. You know what I'm saying? And the director, as far as the directing is concerned, I wish they had done that in a different way to bring some of that out. And then I'm gonna put that on the editors too, because whoever edited that, whoever edited that, but the director also had the final say on that final cut of the edit. When they watched it, honey, the director could have went up in and said, no, we need to cut this and carry on and redo that so that we can have some symmetry. So that's why I give it a B minus C plus. Okay, overall. Some of the other children, honey, their performances could have been a bit stronger if I had believed they were in the scene. Because there was a couple of times that they came out of the scene, and I'm like, bitch, there's no connection here. You're not there. Okay, you acting now. Okay, versus being. So, but that's just me. Okay, and that's just my opinion. I listen. I still got bottles, bitch. Don't come for me. Okay. 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 So, if you've seen the movie, put your comments down up in here and let me know what you're thinking about it. If it's cute for you and things of that nature. And we will go from there. Now, listen, let me take a little commercial break right here because I am parched. And usually when I sit down, I have my little libations. And I have nothing over here, honey. Bitches. But you know what? What I have been doing lately, honey, I'm trying to figure out why my mouth gets dry on me. Okay. And I'm sitting up here, I'm like, I'm gonna have a dry mouth, and it's usually like right over here in the corner. And I'm not understanding what the fuck is going on with that. Okay. However, oh well, thank you, darling. Yeah. Okay. Sakari. Okay. Did y'all see the bottle that I had last week? Well, the rest of it is in here. But I'm pushing this drink called Sakari, honey. Sakari. Sukari, honey. It is a fabulous. They have a whiskey and they have a vodka. And it's peach flavored, peach infused. And let me do that right. It's peach infused. And it's all natural. So when you open the bottle, they suggest that you refrigerate it so that it doesn't go bad. Okay, because it's an all natural process. And it's a woman. It's a minority disabled woman-owned company. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So there was that. But I'm still going to take this little break. And when we come back, we're going to get into a couple other things because we on this thing. I'm still on this Monique thing because I got to go on the second part of this because she had her shit again, y'all. Okay. So let me take this little break and I will be right back. And just wait a minute. Where are they? And just a few more. Oh, let's do this one. Okay. Let's talk.
One.
Hi everybody, I'm Lily and today I'm going to share my book with the whole entire world. make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today? Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meech at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. Okay, and we are back, honey. If you're just joining us, honey, you are Dishing Tea with Big Meech. Okay, and I think one of my co-hosts is about ready to come on up in here and things of that nature. He's coming in right on time, honey. Right on time. Come on up in here, Big Red, or Minister Lavelle Hayes. Okay, whichever moniker he chooses today. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's happening, Big Meech? What's the business today, brother?
Well, baby, before you came in, honey, we just had to get that damn beehive together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were coming from my sister, honey.
Who?
Stephanie.
Really?
Yeah, they were coming for Stephanie, honey, because they did not like the fact that she did a Vlad interview just recently, and the interviewer was asking her comparing Diana Ross to Beyonce, and she said there's no comparison. You can't compare the two. And the Beehive got upset about that.
Why?
Right. They got upset because she said she feels that Beyonce is hip hop. And, you know, she said, when I think of Diana Ross, you know, she's class, she's elegance, and this, that, and the other. She was someone who I wanted to be like, you know, and the children got upset. Even DJ Envy got mad about that. He was like, well, for her to say that, that means that Beyonce not classy. That's not what she said. And everybody kept saying, that ain't what she said. Well, that's what she meant. No, that's what you want to hear.
You want to start some stuff.
You want to start some shit. That ain't what the hell she said. That's not what she said. Okay, and then you did not hear the fact that she said, well, I think, you know, don't get me wrong, she's wonderful. But it's two different generations. Y'all bypassed all that. Y'all didn't hear her say that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all zooming in on bullshit. So we talked about that, and now I said you on time. Okay. Right. Okay. Because I was just talking about the reading with Monique. Did you watch that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about that, but we want to get into, because I called today's show, she's added one more again, y'all. That's the name I'd say. She added one more damn again. And the question becomes, is she right? Is she right for being added? Because Sherry Shepherd and Kim Whitley we're making a comparison and was talking about the movie and carrying on. But what it was, wait a minute, let me see if I can play this. I'm just gonna play audio if I can play it. Because everybody's been trying to come from me on this shit, and copyright shit. So I don't want to get no copyright thing. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's starting to repeat right there, right? Now y'all heard that. Y'all heard what Sherry Shepherd had to say, right? So this is what Monique's retort to this, okay? Monique says, hello, Sherry Shepherd and Kim Whitley. First, thank you for your compliments regarding my talents and performance in the reading. You two, because of my personality, I'm always, quote, getting in trouble. You then attempted to show a connection between my personality and me being blackballed, along with the fallout I had with Brother D.L. Hughley. In addition, you two within the same breath mentioned how we as comics are, quote, underestimated. First thing, kids with their parents, criminals with the law, and slaves with their masters get into trouble. And the last time I checked, I don't fit into any of those categories to get in trouble with anyone you mentioned. Do you two? When you two say, quote, we as comics are underrated, end quote, and you, Sherry, Kim, and I, ironically, are Black female comics, why do you think we are, quote, underrated? My personality is of such where I have to speak up and out against injustices so we can stop being, as you both said, quote, underrated. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involved any negativity in any way in all the years I've known you two. Check my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things I can't substantiate. But some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with BS, I answer. Anytime the team of you, two sisters, would like to speak with the team of my husband and I, we welcome it. Thank you to again for the compliments, though backhanded. And please know, regardless, I still love you two to life, sisters. I love us for real. Okay. Okay, so that's okay, now we talk about the reading. The reading. Okay?
And she just read them.
Read the shit out there, right?
That was the reading right there.
That's the reading. Is that the reading? Is that the reading? Because right, because that's the reading. Okay.
After that, there should be nothing else said.
But I am gonna say something. Because see, this is where I am with it. Because I'm like, okay, bitch, wait a minute, here your ass go yet again. Because, girl, whether you dislike the fact that they compared your personality, bitch, you in the headlines because why? Your motherfucking mouth. Okay? Point blank, period. Whether you're right or wrong, whether you're sticking up for a cause or whatever it is, you in the headlines because of your motherfucking mouth. Okay? Now, they gave you your flowers, and they're like, okay, you know what? Wait a minute. You know, right. And so now you felt the need to have to go and clap back because they said something. The bitch, they giving you props about the movie. And then the comments, see, again, here goes this computer courage shit, okay? Because the bitches in the comments, everywhere was posted, I know that's right, girl. You know, fuck them because how come they just couldn't comment the movie with all that backhand shit and all this other extra stuff? Bitch, stop. Stop, stop, and stop again. Because, like they say, and y'all heard me say, for her to come back, this is your first movie back since all this old bullshit. Okay, and you being blackballed. This is your first movie back, and you playing crazy ass bitch. Okay, psychobabble bitch. Okay, what they labeled you as. Boom. So you said this to say what, girl? All that clapback. See, if you wanted to die down, Mo, listen, girl. If you wanted to die down, bitch, you the one that's aggravating the shit. Because if you say you up here and you love us for real, why is it that you felt the need to want to clap back on something that could have just went up under the radar, girl? Because you could have said, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all have that. Because they're talking about the movie, bitch. They trying to get folks to go watch the movie. But you sat to clap back, and because the movie is the reading, now you got to read, okay, and then still trying to now, because now what it sounds like to me is that you want camera time because you're like, okay, whenever y'all want to talk to me and my husband, you keep saying that to everybody who you end up throwing that shade at. Well, if y'all want to talk, maybe my husband and I are welcome to sit down and talk. My husband and I are welcome to sit down and talk. Why is it that I got to talk to you and your husband? Bitch, it's your mouth. I'm not hearing him no more anymore. See, in the beginning, it was the both of y'all. Now, bitch, it's you. If you tired of it, which we all are, shut the fuck up. Bam. Take the accolades, honey. Listen, this time, this didn't even have to go there, but I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
You know what? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I see where you're coming from with this, Meech.
Yeah.
But I always have to have this part when it comes to the industry of film. I have to always play this part right here.
All right. Give it to me.
We don't know the behind the closed doors shade, what side it comes from back and forth. Mm-hmm. Because for someone, you know how it is, for someone to be ignited off of a comment like that, a comment that was I'm gonna say a floral comment because you were being granted your flowers.
Right.
You were being to the point where somebody was telling you in so many words, take a bow in their own way of delivering.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to be ignited from simplicity, the flame was already there from something else.
And that's where I'm going. Because that's why I'm saying I know what this is. Because see, she was hurt by Kim. So she had beef with Kim because right in the middle of all of this, Kim made a joke, like Oprah's like God, and and you sitting up there going against God and blah 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 blah, and she took offense to that.
And okay, so that comment, the new comment for the reading, that came from the God comment.
Exactly, and that's exactly, and that's this is why, and I'm gonna say this until she go get some therapy. Monique is brilliant, but I really believe that the trauma that all these last 10 years have caused her, She really and truly needs to go and sit down with someone professional and to dissect all of this. And she and Oprah need to have a one-on-one, no cameras, none of this, make it pop, you know, so that it could go viral and all that bullshit. I need for those two sisters to sit down so they could call each other bitches and hoes and motherfuckers and carrying on to each other's face. And she needs to tell Oprah, how hurt she was that she felt betrayed by her. Okay? Because a lot of what she's going through stems from, and when I clocked that, it stems from when her brother was on the Oprah show, and Oprah, they brought her parents on there. And Mo felt like she was blindsided, and they were like, how in the hell you don't know that they were coming? You said that, you know, y'all didn't call me, you didn't tell me nothing, because I could have shut that down. The thing was, Oprah called her and said, your brother want to come on the show. I won't do it if you're not down with it, right? And so then, you know, they went through, but then when the show was going and carrying on, they got her parents to come on. She claims that she said that Oprah told her, girl, I didn't know they were coming. And so now they got their asses in a bunch because she was like, how the hell you don't know? You're the executive producer. I executive produced my show, and we did 300 episodes, and I knew every guest that come on because they had to come by my desk. But I'm like, bitch, you knew. Of course you know everything that come on because you knew to the executive production. This is the whole team. This bitch been doing it for 20-some odd years before you got in the thing. When she green-lighted and got the producer, that's why she got a shit full of producers who put the show together. They got to do 4 or 5 shows a day. She don't know what all she said, do it, let's get it done. Okay? All she know is I got to get my outfits and stuff together, blah, blah, blah. I know what's going on. Well, you know, she don't do cue cards. So when I'm coming down, honey, boom, okay, I know, oh. So she didn't know, and they refused to believe that. So she's been hurt, and she's been betrayed by someone who she saw as a hero, because her story about Oprah is when she first met Oprah back when she was an anchor woman in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I saw a fat black woman look like me. And when I met her, I told her I want to be just like her. She said, Oprah told her, well, you got to work hard. You know, all the standard stuff that we say. Okay. And so that was her idol. And you've been betrayed by your idol.
She media hurt.
She media hurt. And she's got to process that down. That's the part she got to process down. All this stuff with the backlash and the this, that, and the other, all that kind of stuff, and who she mad at, and all that those are symptoms. But when she got Oprah in this and carrying on, and then she got to attack Oprah couldn't do nothing right. Everything Oprah said after that point, when she put Oprah in on that, it was all about, okay, how you doing this? How you gonna bring up somebody? You know, when Oprah did the thing about what's her name, Rainey Taylor,
mm-hmm.
who was raped and stuff, you know, about and all that. Right after we talk about the Me Too movement and this, that, and the other, and Oprah did that powerful speech at the award ceremony. And then, well, how come you can't do that at the at the BET Awards or the NAACP Awards? You doing this at the white children thing. Oprah couldn't do nothing because now you done got it in your head that she's enemy number one. You're dealing with hurt, and she's got to process that down. She's got to process that down. And now that you on this victory tour, you got the victory. You got what you wanted from Netflix. You got the Netflix comedy special coming. You got the damn movie deal coming. You and Lee Daniels, the kissy that made up. Okay, you got your win, and now you still want to sit down here and do this. And girl, this one here was unnecessary.
All she had to do is do what Big Red Fella do. That was cute. And
right.
That's it.
Okay. Wait a minute, Paris, what you say? Hold on. She didn't have to respond, but they didn't need to say anything derogatory. Just speak to the film. The girls already attacked her. Kim Whitley has so much to say with the other issues, so they already had an issue. Kim Whitley should have sat her ass down as well. My whole thing is this. I know, because hell, just how I did this, how I came on talking about it. Okay, Miss Steve, what a perfect role. Because of everything that you done been through, yes, you get to channel that energy into something to create a character. Now, I may not have said that you know, I'm saying it's the damn same thing in different words. Bitch, okay, they called you crazy, but now you turn that to a positive and you got a movie out of it.
Okay, and I'm saying this, you know, and I'm standing on it. That role alone should have been therapy for what you've been through.
It should have been, shouldn't it? It should have been, because Oprah ain't gonna do that. Oprah don't feel she's wrong, and that's why the conversation needs to be there. But here's where it is. She may not feel she's wrong, because that's where all this started. Because when Monique said that Oprah gave her that half-ass apology, if you felt I wronged you, then I'm sorry. That's the same apology that her brother gave her. The one that sexually assaulted her. That's the same apology. When I did my research in that, I have found out she told that to Barbara Walters in the Barbara Walters interview. So I said, oh, wait a minute. That's the exact same apology that your brother gave you and he molested you or whatever, or sexually assaulted you, and Oprah gave you that same apology. That's a trigger. Those are triggers. So, bitch, you know, we're all into your crawl and all into your space. Because now we're there, you know? So that there, Oprah's like, well, I'm not going to feed into this negativity. And I understand where she at, because, see, bitch, you sitting up here, oh, Oprah could suck my dick and this, that, and the others, because you personally on an attack in the media and the way that she did it. So now it's like, okay, well, you know what? If you're going to do that, now we don't need to talk, because it's going to get ugly.
Okay, well, I mean, okay. All right. Hold up. I'm finna shoot one bullet, and it's for two people.
Okay.
All right. Oprah and this thing. Okay.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Let me back it up. Okay. In the historical factor of Monique's career, right? One of her very first stand-ups, I was a front row table in an intimate hotel dining area.
Okay.
It was my birthday. I was the one that she messed with the entire night, because my table was literally where I could rest my foot on the stage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So in between the punchlines of her deliveries, she would stop and go back to the conversation she was having with me and make a gesture about the joke she's told all night long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which was cute, because that was her first coming out, and she was really good.
Right.
So from that point on, I was a fan of her comedy.
Okay.
Hold on. What happened? I was a fan of her comedy, right?
Right.
And that's great. That's our story there. Then there's the Oprah story with me.
Okay.
I've always been a responsible young guy from teenage up, and I actually had a job. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I'm not tagging them. They don't give us anything. But anyway. But it was on Jackson and Dearborn in Chicago where I worked, which was literally walking distance from Harpo Studios. Okay?
Right.
I'm walking to work, casually dressed. I wasn't in no jogging suit and no hat turned back, you know what I'm saying, with the gym shoes flapping and all that hippity. I wasn't doing none of that.
Right.
Always been different.
Cool.
All right. As I'm walking, I look up, and guess who's walking towards me?
Okay.
So we're going in opposite directions, going towards each other. When I recognized her, so who else is walking with that beautiful beaver, that coat on that I know costs 10 racks or better.
Right.
Okay, but when I seen, I looked, I was like, oh, So as we approached each other and got within each other's space and passing, I turned and say, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Winfrey?" I said, "It's awesome to see you out here like this. Hope you have a good day." Kept walking, right? Well, in the midst of my statement, she took a step away from me, cringed her purse up, turned her shoulder like I was gonna do something to her, and doggone dropped her head and walked and sped up and walked away.
Okay.
I was offended because I didn't maul you. I didn't chase you, attack you. I spoke in passing, and I was a total gentleman about it.
Okay.
But you treated me like I had on a black Scully and a jogging suit with some Timberlands or something on and a mask. You gave me the white woman with a purse in the downtown area passing a black man.
Wow. Okay.
It was devastating for me because if I spoke to her like that at such an early age, that means I was an early age fan, and she was one of the ones that was giving me the green light to get the media degree that I have today. You see things in your life that lead you up to where you want to go in direction because they're making examples of what can be.
Right.
She tarnished me with her, so I stopped following her career.
Okay.
And I stopped when I've been in positions where people, I've been offered tickets for free and wouldn't go after that.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, we were on an open city block, wasn't no alley. I can understand. It's a lot of things I can understand you acting like that. But that particular where we was at,
right.
And I was dressed, and I could have went to work at your studio the way I was dressed that day.
Right.
So what was the problem?
Mm-hmm.
And then, now that's the one that devastates me. So I get a little older. Best friend of my mom moves in. I'm not gonna say his name, but he moves in. And me and him, he used to hang out with me pretty tough. He used to teach me some things about being a man, right?
Right.
Pulled out some photos from him growing up. He said, "I'm going to show you something that, it hurts my heart." And this man was struggling, but he was a truck driver and he got back on the road. He was getting back on his feet. He was trying to make it happen for himself, right? This man pulls out pictures from his childhood. He's sitting in the front yard of their grandmother's in them house, right? And he's sitting there playing in the yard with as little kids.
Who? Oh.
Huh? His first cousin.
Oh, shut up.
His first cousin. Now, you ready for me to tell you this?
What?
She shunned her entire family and won't deal with none of them, and nobody, and I mean, not even speak to them or went to anything. And by this time, she was well off, and he was out here almost homeless if we didn't give him a place to stay. And then years later, as I got on with my life and gravitated, when I went back looking for this gentleman, when I finally found a connection to where he was at in the city of Chicago, somebody told me, man, because I used to call him Uncle Smitty. That was the call him Uncle. So they said he was living in the back of an abandoned liquor store.
Mm.
Come on, bro. You could pay that man to sweep the floor so he could pay rent somewhere and have a life.
Mm-hmm.
These are the scars of my media.
Okay.
That's why I say I understand Monique's hurt. but she also have to understand one thing. I've forgiven Oprah, and I have no problem with Oprah. If you said let's go to Oprah's show, I would go. But look where I came from. I started as a fan, which she probably didn't even know she had male heterosexual young teenage fans like that.
Right.
Because you didn't reach out to see that they, you know what I'm saying, them the people that would have done anything for you, and you know what I'm saying, some outdoor events or whatever.
Right.
But again, the stuff that I know, it troubled me for a long time. But again, I have to once I've learned stuff and you got me, pushed me, you know, I ran a little bit, and you know, I got to where I'm at now. But I got love for her. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, but she has to humble herself. And I'm
sure she has now over the years because of where she is now as far as her Super Soul Sundays and all that. And then learning some things about what it is, being new to money and all that. Because, you know, that's the other thing, you know, being new to money, you know, everybody got to go through that adjustment period. You know.
And
so,
it's learning pains and growing pains and stuff that I had.
Right.
So, I mean, I figured out a lot of that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't my place to hold a grudge or walk around with that chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of these things over the years. So I've always forgiven her for that gesture. It just made me feel like a criminal because I was always that kid, that man, that guy that you didn't have to worry about. I'm the one that's going to help you if somebody's bothering you. So,
okay.
So, you know, that's where it kind of burned a hole with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I had to heal based on, like you just said, things new to money. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how many people have probably came at her sideways, you know what I'm saying, publicly at that time. So,
right.
Again, I have no qualms with her, but that Monique, I saw where you started from. I saw where you plundered to, and I see where you came back to. You might want to bow down.
My whole thing is she's on the upswing of this thing. And now that she got her win, now that, you know, everybody who was Team Monique from the start to say, okay, job about, you know, and neck rolling and high-fiving and this, that, and the other, okay, in her favor, this thing ride the wave. Because that's low-hanging fruit right there. That was low-hanging fruit. That was low-hanging fruit.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, if anybody know that rug can be snatched from under your feet, it's her. So she need to wake up.
Miss Thing, that was low-hanging fruit. Girl, I'm going to let y'all have that.
She needs, got to be, right now, somebody needs to put a bug in her and tell her, you cracked all the jokes about big girls and this and that, and you know, big girls and this and this. It's time for you to stand on it.
Well, you know what? I've said this a long time ago. She's still a big girl, but she's not as big as she used to be. And looking at other big girls, because I know when I lost all my weight and carried on, and I'm still considered that I'm 285, but bitch, you ain't nowhere near 450.
Right.
And everybody looked at me like, okay, yeah, you ain't no big guy no more. And so you became the skinny bitch that you've been talking about all this time. Skinny bitches need to be destroyed. You became that. You know, and so now we got to find that happy medium so that it makes sense. But if you still go dangle at the low-hanging fruit, girl, if you go dangle at the low-hanging fruit, Miss Thing, then that means this is going to be ongoing, because now it's not even going to even be about the talent anymore. Every major interview now is going to be, well, look at it. You come back from the back, you know, from the black ball. How does it, you know, it's going to always be that. And so now that's going to be a trigger, because now you're going to have to keep explaining. This thing, no.
But she had a chance to doggone throw up a smoke screen and never be asked those questions.
Yes.
And she blew it.
Yeah.
They finna run with that. I'm telling you.
Yes. Hello. I'm running with it. I'm like, girl.
They're gonna take that lemon and they're gonna make lemonade for everybody. I promise you.
Okay.
Oh well. Whew. I don't know, bro. Some people had these blessings, and some people had these double blessings, and they still don't get it.
Well, Paris said, "What? Oprah is a $2 bill." But you know what? What a limited circulation? Because they were $2 bills are real, honey. They just in limited circulation. And also, you know, when I was a kid, I was also told that $2 bills was the sign of Black economic power. And when we, you know, we used to do that as kids. We used to always have $2 bills everywhere. And it just seemed like right when we started to do it, they took them out of circulation. They sure did.
Kind of weird because I think up to the age 16, I had got a $2 bill from 1 to 16 from my aunt every year.
Yep, yeah, yep. That and half dollars.
Oh yeah, I had uncles that used to give me the $50, the $4, the $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had all them
50-cent pieces. Yeah, oh child, we used to live for those.
Matter of fact, when I moved down here in 04, let me see, was it 04 when I was living there? So it had to be like by the time by 06, somebody owed me some money and paid me in a bank bag full of $50 and 50-cent pieces.
Right.
A bank bag full.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, it better be enough. And when I put it out there, when I poured it out, it was $1,100. They only owed me $7.
Right. See? Lovely. Oh, lovely.
They was doing that because they heard I was crazy back then. They were like, let me hurry up, pay him.
Okay. Well, that's enough on Monique, honey.
Mo.
But if y'all have not seen the movie, honey, I'm telling you, go watch it. Go watch it so you can have something to talk about, honey. I'm telling y'all, it is.
She did a thing.
It's a hoot. But like I say, my grade is still a B- C+.
She did a thing. Talent wise, she keep you on your toes in that movie.
Right. Okay. But let's go here because this just came across my desk just today. I love usually when I get ready to do the show, y'all, I know where I want to go. But then as I'm doing research and everything, something comes across my desk and I just happen to be watching Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
Not Comedy Central. What's the name of it? Is it Comic View? It's Comic View with Pierre and carrying on, and they do the little comic, the comedy update and stuff. There is something going on, child. Y'all know Jonathan Majors, right? Mm-hmm. Jonathan Majors has become the new it boy, right? You know, he got this lovely body. Okay. And you know, the Creed 3 is coming out next Friday.
That boy worked hard.
Okay. Y'all know I loved him in what was the name of the little show that came on TV with Journey. What was the name of the show? Journey Smollett was in it, and I can't think of the name of the show right now. Y'all know with the sci-fi kind of thing. I loved him in that. And carrying on. Well, what is going on is that he did the photo shoot for Ebony magazine. Okay. Right. Have y'all seen the pictures? Wait a minute, let me pull them up.
Lord have mercy, you sung it.
Okay.
When you sung it, I already know probably what they look like. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't say, have y'all seen the pictures? He said, have y'all seen the pictures?
Shut up. I can't stand you. I I will not. You understand? I will not. I will not. You understand?
Hey, he sung that, y'all. Y'all seen the picture?
I stand you. Wait a minute. Okay, we go. Let me hit share the screen. Okay, wait a minute. How did this thing take so long to do this? I really think I got to clean this thing.
Defrag it.
All right, can y'all see my screen?
All right.
Come on, honey.
Yeah, he worked hard on
Y'all see that?
Yep, he worked hard on it.
Isn't that lovely? Oh, he's lovely, honey. Lovely. Okay, but hold on, because that's not the one. Everybody is up on this one. This is the one the kids are raving about. Okay? This one. Okay? This one right here. I'm trying to get, let me get a better picture of that. Okay? And they've been hollering about this one. Okay? They've been hollering about that one too, honey. The kids are not happy with him with this one right here.
Which one?
Y'all got it?
Oh, that on the chair?
Uh-huh. Y'all see, oh, okay. Y'all see this with the, okay. They are not happy with this right here, honey. They feel as though this particular photo shoot and the colors that he got on, okay, they are feeling as though that Hollywood is emasculating him. And he's not representing the Alpha brothers.
Okay, hold on. Scroll down. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question. I can't see it on there, but when did that issue come out?
It just came out. This is brand new. Hold on.
Date?
Let me get it to you. Let me get it. Come on. This is the February 2023. So this month's.
Okay. Everything it says is Valentine's. Shut up.
Yes, honey. But this one here, with this coat,
made me feel like Little Richard. Shut up.
Okay.
It's February. Everything reeks of those photos, those shades of color blending. Everything reeks of Valentine's. Will y'all wake up, please?
Right.
Come on, bro. Lord have mercy.
Let me read this from the Huffington Post. Because, like I said, this one here with Rihanna, y'all see this one on the cover of Vogue? Because I remember they saying, this had this looking, they got him being the soft-looking house husband holding the baby, and she all out front like she leading the family, and they read too much into that, okay?
Okay. But, how about showing that you are a strong leader and you are being a father parent? That says everything. Instead of the woman hugging the baby or being pregnant, hauling the baby, what about the man to his child?
Okay.
You have to bond with your child just like the women do.
Listen, this is Huffington Post, dated for a couple of days ago, the 22nd of February. Another week, another round of Rihanna going viral for all the wrong reasons. 3 days after she brought the haters to the yard via her Super Bowl halftime show, she shared the cover image for the March 2023 issue of British Vogue, in which she's traipsing on the beach, pulling her boyfriend A$AP Rocky by the hand, while he holds their 9-month-old senior takeaways: Black excellent, Black beauty, Black success, Black family, and I'll never look as good as Rocky in a leather vest and no shirt. The first comment under my share was a friend telling me the cover would lead to voluntary. I was like, what? Okay, I didn't see it at first glance, and I wasn't ready for how correct he was. Questioning the agenda of the mass media machine, this has historically injected its messages, subliminally and otherwise. It's understandable, especially in the world which Fox News exits. But I'm blown away at the degree of wild theories people have taken away from perfectly innocuous photo. The emasculation of Black men. A Black woman with hard angles, quote unquote, dominating a, quote, soft Black man. It's apparently the origins of COVID, HPV, and avian flu wrapped in one shot on the beach. This one image single-handedly may have a hand in the corruption of the Black family and the decline of civilization as we know it. A married Black woman with children said in my comments she didn't like the photo because it plays to the strong Black woman trope. With the picture, feels like it's taking her out of her feminine energy. Some folks flex that their apparent osteology degree to type with sincerity that Rihanna's face looked too masculine, as if she's no longer the gorgeous Barbadian we have all been lusting after for 2 decades. Okay. Listen. Okay. Now, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because this gets that way, and this is an op-ed piece. Okay, but again, when I heard this the first time, I didn't pay no attention to it. But they mad because they said, again, she's on, she's leading the family and carrying on. They're talking about how masculine or hard lines. I'm like, who defined this damn picture like that? I don't see that on this, and the cover is about her. The story is about her. Now she got her man behind her and the baby. So they there because she's like, okay, I brought my family with me. I got my man who got my back. Okay, a man who's caring for his child, since y'all say Black men don't know how to care for their babies.
Right.
So I'm trying to understand where all this is coming from. And then, of course, we got, the whole idea of Mr. Man, and because he has on the pink and carrying on, everybody is going into all these different do-I-ditties about the emasculation of Black men in media. And I am so damn tired of this argument. I'm so sick of it. And yes, okay, now let's be real. Let's be absolutely real.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do we have this whole thing of what seems to be the feminization going on, or men taking a softer side to pictures and this, that, and the other? Yes. But it's not just Black men, okay? And before y'all jump on me and try to do the Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter with my statement kind of shit, I'm tired of this being an argument here, because we did not have this same hoopla years ago when the only images that we had was thugs and pimps and drug dealers and shit. When that was the sign of what masculinity was, we didn't have this kind of hoopla. We had, y'all were defending it by saying, oh, this is just how they expressing themselves. Because when men were in suits and carrying on, y'all wasn't saying that, oh, we need to have our suit. Y'all still want to tell me that sagging your motherfucking pants is swag. Nobody is sitting up there saying about how to put on the decent suit or how to dress decently and carrying on. How are we going to uplift the quote-unquote image of the Black man? Now, all this wanted to experiment with color and carrying on. We have always been an experimentational people. Y'all keep talking about going back to Africa, looking at some of the colors in the clothes. Have y'all seen them dashikis and things? Have y'all seen some of the colors in them dashikis that the brothers and stuff are wearing over there? Huh? Have you?
Brother had royal blue suits, red suits. I had an orange two-piece that I wore with a cream shirt with an orange and cream gator.
Right.
Okay. Orange. You heard me? I used to call that outfit Dreamsicle. You know what I'm saying? It just, people don't understand. And I told you about that leather suit I had made. Two-piece leather suit, lime green.
Right.
So what's the point? I don't get it.
Wait a minute.
I don't get it. It's other things you can talk about. It's other things you can think about.
It's nothing to get. What we have here, we just got folks. We're so busy trying to save the black man and save this damn image to where yes. Wait a minute. I need to blow this up. Can I get this full picture, please? Give me the full picture because I need the bottom of these pants. Wait a minute. Damn it. Oh, I need this picture.
Now, one of the #1 designers in men's clothing out of Harlem, he dressed with colors and he's so eclectic in the cuts that he wear today.
Right.
You subject to see him with a window pane bell bottom on that got mink around the cuff.
Okay. That part.
Right.
Okay, that part, please. Okay. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Give me two. Where is it? Oh, come on. Damn it. I'm trying to show y'all this picture, honey. I got to give y'all this picture. Here we go. Y'all got that? Y'all got that?
You play too much.
Y'all got that?
You play too much.
Oh, honey, this is circa 1978. This is high fashion menswear. High fashion menswear. And the pants were bell bottoms. I was trying to get the whole picture. The pants are bell bottoms. If I can find that whole picture, a boot cut. Let me say boot cut. Okay. They're not gonna ever let this picture down, honey. They can't. It's immortalized. Was this an album cover? I think it was, or was it just a regular promo picture? But this here's the Isley Brothers' children. So the whole idea of the effeminization of masculine black men or whatever, honey, this is the era where we were wearing high heel shoes. Black men had the high heel. We had our platforms.
This is Mr. Big.
Wait. Jesus, wait.
How you doing, Mr. Big?
Don't do it now. I say, the cheer, don't do it.
This is
Don't
Mr.
do it.
Kelly's telling me that you sleeping with a woman. Ew.
Okay, right. Okay, well, wait a minute, honey. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do one more. Ooh,
hey, man, stop doing them folks like that, bro.
I'm gonna do one more.
Them folks were sharp back then.
I know. Shit, I know. Hell, this was the shit.
Them was men.
This was the shit. This was the shit. Do you hear me?
Hey, you real man. You got your
catch it.
Lord.
Catch it. I want y'all to get into it, honey. Get into it, children. Get into it.
Let me tell you something. That nigga with that shirt with his cut off.
Oh, I didn't mean to stop sharing it. Wait a minute. Let me go back. I'm gonna share it again. I didn't mean to stop it so quickly.
With his shirt off?
Yes, honey.
You can't find that nowhere but Rainbow now.
Right. That's my point. This here, and this, okay, this is the showdown, huh? And these are all brothers. Now, these are all brothers. Catch it now. This is one family. This is one family, honey. Although this is right here, honey. This is right here. Got my name. I think he gone, honey. And I like this one on the end too. That's that. Yeah, daddy. Okay.
You know what? Shut up.
Yes, God. Yes, God today. Okay. But catch the bell bottoms, honey. Catch them flare legs. Okay, catch the tightness, honey. Okay, Ron got all this package showing and carrying on. Honey, look at that. Okay, look. Catch the sleeves. Catch these sleeves, children.
Catch the fish on his bell bottom.
Catch it. Okay, okay. You understand? Pisces. It's Pisces season.
Wow.
Okay, you understand? This here. Now, to their credit, now let me say this, because I say this all the time. Okay, that was considered to be high fashion wear. That was show wear. You know, that was stars. That there was costume. You know, and only the elite, because you had to spend that kind of money for that kind of stuff. You know, you were spending money to get that, and that's couture, because that's made, and they didn't buy that. That's made.
Yeah, that wasn't on the rack.
That's not on the rack, honey. That's couture. Okay, but
you so wrong. Mr. Big probably was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this nigga."
Honey, you can't get me, honey. Shit, that's all I did was Google, honey. The picture everywhere. Okay.
He said,
And that's an album cover. And that's an album cover. So, child, hello.
Man, we was trying to be quiet with that. Let it slide through.
Maybe not on the album cover. And I'm sitting there going to your catalog, child.
He gonna call you up and he can be like, hey.
Okay, right.
This is Mr. Big.
How you doing, Mr. Big?
Nigga, I exploit my picture.
But you took that picture.
Because I'm cheesing with it, don't mean you got to be pleasing with it.
I can be pleasing with it because you was cheesing with it, honey. Ha!
I'm going to let you have your turn.
Okay. Whatever, it's your dime.
Okay. Me and my brothers had big perms.
I'm going to let that be. I'm going to let that be. Okay. Wait a minute, Michael, what you say? Michael said, wait a minute, hand on the hip and everything. You don't understand? You understand? Hand on that hip, bitch. Because he was posing.
Y'all leave it alone, bro.
Because he was posing, Hattie.
Okay, look, the definition. Let's talk. The definition of masculinity in the 1970s and the definition of masculinity as it progressed from the 90s forward is a whole lot different. Why did I leave the 80s out, Meech?
Say that one more time.
I said the definition of masculinity in the 70s was different.
Yeah.
And the change of masculinity moving forward was in the 90s. I said, why did I leave out the 80s? Because
the 80s became the metrosexual.
80s was leggings and biker pants.
Yeah. That was the metrosexual, yeah.
I'm a pony. Yeah, right. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, the stuff that you find in the women's boutique used to be men's clothes.
But you know what? Catch it. You know, if we look at the history of women's clothes, period, high heels were not women's shoes in the beginning. High heels were men's shoes when they were first created.
Hey,
makeup was not created for women. Makeup was created for men.
Man, let me tell you something. You get up in the morning back then, and you're a man, you put on your blush.
Right.
Your wig.
Right.
Your wooden teeth and your heels.
Boom. Girdles were made for men. Waist cinchers and carrying on, that started off being a man's thing. that started off being a man's. All these different contraptions and carrying on that women that they said were torture chambers and carrying on. They started off as men's garments. Okay. Now I got to find out. I need to look at the history to find out when it shifted and this became women's clothing. Because once it became women's clothing, then it stayed there. And then it became this whole big take on it or whatever. Even so, because us in the 70s, like I said, in the 70s, when we had high heels and the platform shoes, because
I'm trying to let me tell you where they went from pissing in the toilet to pissing on the stage, right?
Okay.
It was 88 forward.
Okay.
1988. People was coming up out they biker pants and they were pushing more like jogging suits and back, and
right.
they wasn't fitting. They were kind of baggy.
Right. They were baggy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They start. You know what I'm saying? Anything fits you right in that time, it would be a good pair of Levi's.
Right.
That's where the transition went right there.
Right.
You got to think about it. We got into the 90s. It was 2-piece leathers, all black, white, beater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Black, what they call it, the like what's her name? Run DMC. When rap really jumped down, they tried to push the black leather blazer.
Yeah.
But it was hard. But it was hard to push it because nobody could afford them.
Right.
You go on Wilson's, you can go down the street and get an Adidas suit, but you can't go on Wilson's and get that blazer because that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's true.
So they was able to display it, but they weren't able to push it.
Right.
And then here come Teddy Riley and them in the 90s, and that's when the leather blazers price dropped.
Right.
Colors went plentiful.
Right. That's true. That's true because we was able to get them at Kingsway. You got your knockoffs. You got your pleathers. Yep. You got your pleather.
I remember that transition.
Yeah.
It was 1988.
You got your pleather, baby. Yeah, honey. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's right, because that's the same time that Raw came out, because Eddie Murphy, we were wearing the crowns.
The kufi. Yeah, the kufi.
Yeah, and then because hip hop came in, did y'all remember that? That's what we said is the black thing you wouldn't understand, and we had the African, the wooden African crosses and carrying on, and the fists and all that, the African medallions that was all leather.
Yeah, all that African hand-woven medallion.
Yeah,
it was not gold, diamonds or nothing. It was a straight all leather.
It was all leather. Right.
And there's the transition too. Okay, check this out. I bet you forgot about this.
Well,
you know how they had the evolving of the man bag?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one that went around your neck? The wallet, the man wallet that went around your neck?
Of course.
And it hung on your neck, and then the only size it ever got was big enough for your beeper.
Of course. Of course, I remember that shit.
And then remember, it was nothing to see a man with a fanny pack on.
Right, because they were made for men.
Now, okay, if you see a nigga with a fanny pack on, it's a man bag with a waist clip. He never gonna say the word back, and it's gonna be something leather rugged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so weird to know these things, but I've always been a person of fashion. But guess what? I got an early son. I gotta get up.
Okay. Well, listen, that could be the cue because I'm going to sit down here. I got to get into. I'm trying to get my Hulu together because it was a couple of things on Hulu that I want to go and catch.
Right.
Did y'all see the Billy Porter black fashion documentary? Blacks in Fashion, honey. It came on, but you could catch it on Hulu now. And then I want to get into the 1619 project. That's the 6-part thing.
Right. I want to see
That's
that.
on Hulu. And it's something else that I need to see.
You been watching my show? It's on PHUKK.
What, Bel Air?
Yeah.
Oh, you damn right. How did y'all see they brought the ad? Y'all see they brought Ashley, the original Ashley?
Okay.
They brought Ashley. Yes, honey. Spoiler alert. If you ain't seen it, I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, child, you know, this is going to be a damn good season, honey.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is going to be a damn good season. I've been waiting forever for this show to come back.
Hey, you know what I need?
What?
I need a quick trailer. I need a quick trailer, just like I got some flyers, like just flyers. It's like I got like possibly no more than 5 or 6 flyers. I need a quick trailer with the music on it that I can post everywhere.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you the flyers right now soon.
Okay. Well, cool beans. Well, you know what? Let's let the people go ahead on and get into your Friday evening. I was supposed to be going down to the donut factory because we had people leaving, and they're doing a going away party tonight. But I don't feel like driving down there. It's raining and carrying on, and I just do not feel that drive. Plus, I got to get up in the morning because we got to go get Aunt Nikki's car, and things. By the time we were trying to do it today, the traffic, I could not get out to Conde. That's a whole hour drive, child, from here. And I couldn't get out there in time. So I got to go tomorrow, and we got to go get her car and things of that nature. Ugh. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be that as it may, honey. And then take it over to Brandon's house so that it can keep him.
I got to drive in the morning back to close to where I was already at tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. But
So on that note, children, listen, honey. Oh, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats, honey. If you love us like you say you do, honey, tell all of your friends, honey, to come on in to like, subscribe, and to share. Okay? But if you hate us, didn't like what I said, if you the beehive and want to come from me, bitch, I still got my solution. And feel as though we full of shit, honey, you can tell all your motherfucking enemies, honey, to like, subscribe, and to share. Because one of the things I want you guys to always understand that everything that we are doing over here at THRU the Hard Way, the syndicate, honey, everything that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, honey, will move forward. Now, darling, we're going to try to get with you guys tomorrow. Y'all do know this is the tail end of February. This coming Tuesday, February 28th, honey. Y'all know my birthday season starts on the 28th of February. And so, yes, it is officially Pisces season. And yes, my darling. So, honey, y'all see my Cash App down there. If you want to show some love, you may. Okay, I accept all the gifts, child. All the gifts. Okay, up until April 2nd, it would be considered a birthday gift. Okay.
baby.
Okay. So on that note, honey, and then y'all know next week Saturday is my birthday. We're not going to be here. We're going to be somewhere else, honey, because we got something. I'm gonna make that announcement tomorrow or sometime on doing maybe a Big Meats moment or you see a promo. Because College Park Skyhawks are having a game, so I'll be at the game, and then Suede will be doing something as well. So I got to give y'all the information so y'all come on out and bring gifts and carrying on. Okay, y'all know my new drink of choice, honey, is that Sukari. So if y'all want to bring me a bottle, you can. Okay, not that I won't drink it in front of you like that, honey, because I gotta drive. But okay, we can stack my bomb. But In any event, honey, that's what it is. So we'll keep you guys posted, okay? So on that note, my loves, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. On behalf of Aunt Nikki, honey, who's still up in Philly trying to get her thing together. She's trying to get back down here to the A and join us and be with us and carrying on that. Got her schedule all over the place. Okay. Oh, I need to go to her.
And remember this, when you find yourself with nothing to do, love somebody.
Oh. Song say, honey, if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, on that note, my darlings. And what? Read and scene.